I'm here and I've lost my tea. There it is. Oh my gosh, this feels so weird. Hello again. It has been a while. At this point, I'm gonna say let's just pretend that 2019 never happened. 2019 was my break from Booktube and 2020 is where it's at. So one of my New Year's resolutions for 2020 was to get back into Booktube and try and be a regular Booktuber again. And in honor of that, I thought that the best way to start that off would be to film my 2020 Booktube resolutions video as like a little welcome back. There he is. Hello, friendo. What's your name? Oh, sweetie, you are a little confused. Say hi to the camera. Hello. Look who this is. Hi. Why don't you come sit here? So I thought that that would be a nice way to welcome myself back into Booktube and to celebrate returning to Booktube would be to just, you know, film some bookish resolutions. So let's hop to it. So because this is the first time that I have done this in a while, and also because I know that I will be both working and studying at university this coming year, I thought it would be pretty silly of me to try and go over the top with my Booktube goals, so I've stuck to just five goals. So the first goal for the year is for me to try and post one video a month. So I'm hoping to try and post regular book reviews of the books that I read, and those will not be included in my like attempts at filming a video a month. And obviously I'm hoping I would do more than that, but I like to keep my goals at least somewhat realistic, and I know that given how bad I was at it last year, I don't want to assume too much of myself. So I'm gonna stick with a video a month, and that video will be something interesting, whether it's a tag or I don't know. I haven't been on Booktube in so long that I can't remember what kinds of videos there are, but you get the idea. You're purring. You're purring. New Year's resolution number 2 is pretty much following on from that, which is that I also want to try and get back into bookstagramming. I haven't really put any quantitative value on that. I'm hoping to try and post more regularly, whether it's when I start reading a book, when I finish reading a book, or whether I do want to try and post every couple of days. I know that posting daily is going to be way too much for me, but either way, I want to try and figure out some kind of regular schedule for Bookstagram and start doing that again. Next resolution is one of my reading resolutions, and that is for me to try and read 24 books this year. So this is my Goodreads reading challenge, is to read 24 books, and that amounts to 2 a month, 1 every 2 weeks. So it's a little bit more than what I managed to read last year. When I was actually reading last year, I was reading probably 2 or 3 books in a month, but then I just had lots of spaces in between that when I wasn't reading at all for lots of months. So I'm basically basing that off of what my reading speed for last year when I was actually reading was, like outside of reading slumps, and I'm hoping that I just will be able to achieve that. I've got 2 more goals, and these ones are a little bit random and very different to any goals that I have ever set for myself before. One of them is that I want to watch at least 1 Booktube video a day. Like I said, this is unlike any kind of goal I've ever set for myself, book reading or booktubing wise, and the reason why I've decided to do that is because I found that a lot of the reason why I haven't filmed any videos is because I haven't had any sort of inspiration for what kinds of videos to film. Look at this little tail here. So my plan is that if I try and watch a video a day, just 1 video, assumedly that will lead to me falling into a rabbit hole of maybe watching a couple of videos a day, and then just being more inspired to make my own videos to share with, you know, you guys whom I'm watching and commenting on and loving. So that's my plan behind that, and that's the reason why I want to try and do this goal this year. Instead of just having goals about making content, I also have a goal about watching content. And then my final goal for the year is to try and host another readathon at some point throughout the year. So you guys probably all know by now that I am the sort of creator and host of Adventure-a-thon, which is a choose your own adventure style readathon where you get a little map and you choose your path through the map, and that's how you choose the books that you read. I'm quite proud of that readathon. I always absolutely adore hosting it, and the last couple of times I've hosted it, it's kind of fallen off the rails at the end, whether because of organization or just because I get a lot of people to kind of co-host with me with each readathon, and it can be hard to keep that many people in check and make sure that we're actually achieving the things that we need to achieve to finalize the readathon. But I do enjoy both creating and also hosting the readathons that I have done so far, and I'm hoping to do another one between now and the end of 2020. Anyway, thank you for watching this beautiful mess of a video as I try and figure out how to talk to a camera again, and at the same time figure out how to talk to a camera while patting a very sooky and very cuddly cat. I appreciate you greatly for it. Welcome back to Booktube, me. Haha. Other than that, I will be trying to post a couple more videos just reviewing the things that I did read last year. I'll be doing my top 5 and my bottom 5 reads of 2019, hopefully within the next few weeks. So I'll see you in those videos, assuming I get that sorted. I'll see you for another video at some point this month, I am sure. And until then, as always, stay classic. Mwah.
Sit there and count your little fingers. Unhappy little girl blue.